In the area that are having a tough time during this stay-at-home order. Isolation from your family and your friends, well, it can be rough, but a local group is focused on our aging population, and it's happening in your community. It's the Committee of Aging of Champaign, and we have Jason Auberg here joining us with a little bit more information. Hi, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, Jackson, let's talk a little bit about the Committee on Aging of Champaign and what you guys are all about.
Yeah, so the Committee on Aging has been around for, oh, I know I'm going to get this wrong, but about 35 years, I want to say, give or take. It's older than I am, so I'm not the primary expert, but I've been serving on the board for a few years now, and our goal is just to make sure that the seniors who live in the area can receive all the care they need. So we're primarily made of senior advocates who pay a small annual dues. That way, we've got some money in the bank when a senior has a gap in their care plan and they need some financial assistance to be able to pay for something. So, if they need some durable medical equipment or for some reason there's an issue with money to pay for rent or a utility or something, we can assist with that and just make sure that they're not going to get put out on the streets or buy them a little bit more time to come up with a plan. And because we have so many senior advocates, we can usually put them in touch with who they need to get some more assistance, whether that's in-home care, hospice, palliative care, assisted living, and so much more. We'd be here a while if I just went down the list of everyone who's on the committee.
Well, yeah, probably. So those are senior advocates. So senior advocates and caregivers, that's not the same thing, right, with your group?
No. So a senior advocate is going to be more of an administrative professional. Sometimes we are on the front lines. We're getting our hands dirty and providing caregiving work. I do occasionally from time to time, but more often than not in my company, I'm strictly an administrator. But we do have people who are those frontline caregivers, such as a certified nursing assistant, a registered nurse, or an LPN. Sometimes caregivers are just family members or people with good hearts, and they will sit in on our meetings. We've had members of the community, members of the U of I staff, you name it. There's been plenty of people who sit in and speak to us and learn what we're trying to do and help educate our group.
So you've had some fundraisers in the past. I know you've hosted a run or a 5K, a 1K there out there at the New Health Alliance at the Fields. I'm guessing you need to raise funds like this to be able to provide those services that you do, because you don't charge your services, do you?
So we don't charge for the services at all, but it's a small grant that we typically provide, upwards anywhere from $150 to $300. So we're not the end all, but we're trying to help. We're trying to make sure that if there's that gap, we can be in assistance. And the 1K started last year. Ashley Velasquez, who works for Brookdale of Urbana, which is an assisted living and memory care. It was kind of her baby. She wanted to do something that would get seniors involved with their families and give them a win, essentially. A 5K can be pretty tough. 3.1 miles is not always doable for someone in a walker.
Or myself.
I was going to say, I struggle with it. So, if you're 90 and you're on the rollator, it could be tough, but I've seen it happen. But the 1K was kind of her baby. She nurtured it. And this year we were really going to try and blow it out of the water.
Well, you never know. The fall may be a perfect time to get active and everyone out and about again.
That's the goal right now.
All right. Well, you're doing great work here in the community, helping advocate for our seniors, and we appreciate what you do. If people want to learn more information, what's the best way for them to do so?
Right now, we're pretty limited to just using Facebook, and we're hoping to get a website up and running that's a little more professional this year, but you can check us out at Committee on Aging of Champaign County on Facebook. You can learn about all of our meetings, see resources, and know who our members are. So if you ever have a question, you can also just shoot us an email at coacoffeeconnections@gmail.com.
Wonderful. Well, we'll have links to that Facebook page and that email address on CILiving.tv after today's show. Jackson, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. This was great.